We all have passion. We all are born with it, and we all discover it through our life, and sometimes our passions change. But we all have passion. But not many of us, or not many companies, actually have passion capital. When you transform your passion into a very valuable asset, that's the definition of passion capital. When you transform that emotion into something that you can take and you can attract financial capital, human capital, intellectual capital, that's when you have passion capital. It's the energy, intensity, and sustainability that leaders use to succeed. So there are 7 principles or building blocks of passion capital. It starts with creed, the DNA of passion capital. What do you believe? Culture is the 2nd principle. Courage is the 3rd. Brand is the 4th. Resources is the 5th. And the 6th principle is strategy. Strategy, in its simplest definition, is a plan. It's a plan to achieve a set of goals. We're all involved in building strategies for our career, for our company, for our causes. All of us think about and use the tools of strategy almost every day. In passion capital terms, strategy is one of the principles or building blocks, but very importantly, as we think about strategy, have to think about injecting important and large parts of passion into our strategic planning and the way that we build our strategies.
You've got to have a very clear roadmap if you want your organization to get to its end goal. It's no sense, and that roadmap also has to be relevant. So it's no sense driving a car around Detroit with a map of Chicago in your hand, because you're not going to get to where you want to get to. So strategy is relevant from the standpoint of setting the, you've set your vision, you've set the creed, and now you're putting the strategies into place in order to execute against that. And it holds people accountable.
One of the great strategists right now in the marketplace is a Canadian by the name of Dominic Barton. And why can we say he's possibly the greatest strategist in the world? Well, he is the managing partner and head of McKinsey, the global consulting company that many recognize as the leading strategy consulting company in the world. And he's a great Canadian.
I think the leadership requirements over the next 10 years are going to be very challenging and to some extent quite different from the past.
Dominic started out at McKinsey. He came up through the ranks. Very interesting passion capital story though, because he was actually passed over as partner. He was rejected twice before he was made a partner. He hung around. He stuck to his passion for doing strategic work. He was eventually chosen and promoted to partner, and then his career really took off within McKinsey, not only in Canada, but in Asia, and now heading up McKinsey worldwide. When you start with your strengths, whether it's as an individual or a company, you add passion to that, and you take the other building blocks of passion capital. You take a long-term view, then all of a sudden, I think you'll have a much better shot at creating the kind of success that companies and organizations and leaders that represent passion capital have been able to achieve.